Hello guys, welcome back to Django Hub. Today we are going to learn how to use static files in Django application. This is a continuous session from earlier one. So if you haven't watched the earlier session, I already shared the link of that previous video in the description of this session. In our previous sessions, we learned how to install or how to register static directory and template directories and how to use the templates. So today we are going to learn how to use static files in Django application. So let's open our PyCharm IDE. Alright, so our project name is tutorials and we already created one application called application 1 and we registered the static directory, static and templates that we can find in settings.py. The static file directory registration entry is here, os.path.join static. Alright, so what the static content, what it is going to store in static, all the style sheets, JavaScripts and images, audios or videos, all the media, everything is going to store in static. For instance, if you open any website, let's open this website. Have you seen there's a lot of images here and logos and a lot of stuff. This all is styles, and to render this page in such a appealing way, there is a lot of styles on behind and also JavaScripts and also the media, which consists of gallery and audios, videos and also logos as well. Alright, so how we can store the static content inside the static directory, I will show you now. So inside the static directory, just create a folder CSS, cascading style sheets. So all the style sheets for this project you can store inside the CSS. We can create another directory for media, for example a media. So all the images, gallery, all the content of media you can store inside the media. Also we can create another folder for JavaScripts, that is JS. It's up to you, the naming of the directory is up to us. We can define any name, so it's not an issue. So let's create a sample style sheet and see how we can use that in a template. So create a file and say that style.css, or any file you can use as home CSS or your theme CSS, something else, any name, it's up to you. So just mention style.css. Alright, so the style.css file was created successfully. So let's create some style called container and mention some properties for this container class. I'm sure you already about the style sheets and HTML, so I'm not going to explain about HTML styles. So if any style starting with a dot, it is indicating that this is a class. But if anything start with hash, that is an ID of an HTML element, or it is referring to ID. So I define a class called container and say that I'm using padding 50px and I use color just for sample blue. So I define a class called container and I mention two attributes, that is called padding and color. The padding is 50px and color is blue. So this is our style sheets. But in our real-time scenarios, in our real projects, there should be a huge number of style sheets that definitely we are going to cover in upcoming videos. My next sessions will be Django with Bootstrap, as we know Bootstrap. So at that time I'm going to cover much about the styles and how to use with the application. Okay. Alright, so how to use this style sheet and these styles inside our template. So go back to your template home.html, which we already created and tested. It's loaded successfully in our previous sessions. So this is the tag we have to use to load our static. And load and static. So it is going to load the static content directory which we registered, that is static. So we are telling the Django that load the static content. Alright. So now the Django will know where is the static content, because we already mentioned in this under our HTML doc type tag. So here inside our body, just create a div section and define the class here. What is the class name here? Container. Copy it and paste it here. Div class container. So here you can mention any kind of tag, for example h3, welcome to home page. This is a section we created and it is rendering the properties of container class from the styles. So before that we have to mention the path of the style sheets in header session. So for that, as we know, we will use a link tag to link the style sheet. In the relation is style sheets and href, you have to mention open and closure braces in middle. There is a mod and you are stating that static referring to this static, and give the path of this file with inside the quotes. What is the file? We no need to define the complete absolute path of the style sheet, because the absolute path is managed by this tag. It is managed by Django. So that's why we mention as a static. So we don't need to mention the absolute path where the file resides. So just you have to mention inside the static directory where the file is exist. For example, in our case, inside the static directory under CSS. That's why CSS. Inside the CSS we have style.css. Got it right? So we are loading the style sheet which is resides inside the CSS folder, and we don't define any absolute path where this file resides. That is managed by this static. This static that is managed by Django. So tomorrow if you have another style sheet, for example you have style2.css, and you can define that the styles2 as a 2, or if you want to use both styles, just you can copy this, paste it again and define what is the name of it is 2, style2.css. Alright, we successfully linked our style sheets to this template. So let's run and check it's really taking these parameters or not, these attributes or not. The padding 50px and the color is blue. So make sure you are in the project directory, that is tutorials. This is our root directory, and run py manage.py run server. Great, it is succeeded. And this exception is still, it will come because we not yet touch the models and migrations and admin batteries. That's for sure. In upcoming session I'm going to cover that. So click on this link. Yes, have you seen welcome to homepage? What's the properties we given in style sheets? Padding 50 and color blue. So both are affected here. So let's check. You can inspect this by Chrome or any browser, any latest browser have that feature. We can inspect that. So how we can inspect? You can right click here, click view page source, or you can click inspect. Great. So when I click this inspect button and click on this section, have you seen it is showing clearly on the bottom the container padding 50px and the color is blue, and it is stating that style.css. Have you seen here when you click a mouse cursor on top of style.css, it is showing the absolute path of this file. Where is that absolute path? That is HTTP, the localhost 127.0.0.1 on port 8000 /static/css.style.css. But we define only style.css here. In our template, just we define only css/style.css. So regarding the absolute path, the static is managed by the Django. So we are succeeded. We have two properties here, padding 50px and color is blue. These are the two properties we mentioned here, and these two properties are successfully rendered. This one. Okay, so let's create some media file. So let's create some media file. For example, inside the media I will copy our logo. So just paste it here, paste logo. So inside the media now I have one image file that is called logo. I want to use this logo in our web page. So how we can achieve that? In the same way how we use the style sheets, for images we no need to define anything like style sheets and JavaScript. So how we are going to achieve it? Just use the image tag, and in src attribute, open brace and closure brace, in middle mods. Inside the mod just define static, because the Django is going to manage the absolute path. For that you are giving a static, and quotes, give the path of your logo, I mean your image. Where is the path? Forget about the static. Inside the static we have to define the path. So inside the static the image exists inside the media. So inside the media directory, media slash, and what is the name of the file? You can copy from here, rename. You can copy the file from here, file name, or you can define directly Ctrl V, or you can define logo.png. You can define all. These are the HTML properties, attributes or properties. You can width and height, you can define that all. That's it. So for image attributes we have define src inside static and media logo.png. So whenever you find something in open brace mod and mod closure brace, that means that this operation is going to handle by Django. Django interpreter is going to do this operation. So you can say that simply this is a server side manageable, not on the browser side. Alright, let's save. It will be auto save. We don't need to press Ctrl S and go to web page now and just refresh the page. Alright, have you seen now our image was appeared successfully? So if you click on it here, it will show the path here, image src/static media logo.png. This is the absolute path where the file resides, I mean where the image file resides. That's it. This is how we are going to use the static files in Django. Alright, that's it. So today we'll learn how the static files are going to render in our template, and in our coming sessions we will work on how to use Django with Bootstrap and models and migrations. So a lot of stuff is coming ahead. Please stay connected by subscribing to this channel. Okay, thank you.